Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome back to another series of Winning Mondays, where today we're gonna not only talking about the success, the strategies, and the stories of a professional real estate agents in the industry. And today we want to talk to you about how you, as a real estate professional, you can level up your game and increase of your productions and get ready more for 2025. Welcome back to Winning Mondays. My name is Nicholas, and I'm your host for today. And we also have William. William today is not going to be a host, but today going to be our special speaker to talk about productivity coaching and how it will help you to level up your game for 2025. Welcome, William, to the show.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me here. Now I'm not the host.
Yeah, you're not the co-host with me over the Winning Mondays, but now you are a special guest, and we will have to interview you and see how our agents and many more agents who are listening here today, they're able to get more ready in 2025. Maybe before we proceed, William, maybe you want to share a little bit about yourself, introduce yourself, your years of experience in the industry, and how you have been helping agents to achieve their peak performance.
Well, I joined the industry in 1987. I know some of you are not born yet. I've been officially a productivity coach for KW Malaysia since 2022. But before that, I was already doing coaching my agents under my division and under my branch. I was certified in 2016 as a coach. I attended the course in 2016 under MTD Malaysia, and they are associated with International Coaching Federation, ICF.
Wow.
So I took the course from there. And one of the reasons why I took the course is because before 2016, I was already coaching my agents. And so I found out that I need to up my skills if I want to raise their standards and raise their skills. And so I need to, as a good leader, I need to raise my lead so that my agents will be able to, move on to a next level. Yeah, so that's how I started. Well, I started in 87. I started as an agent doing commercial properties.
Oh, you started not residentials, but commercial first, yeah?
Yeah, okay. I started as agent doing commercial properties. And you know what's my biggest rental?
Your biggest rental?
Yes. My biggest rental was in Manara Sunway, 160,000 rental.
Wow, in my mind I was thinking like 100,000, so 160,000 surpassed my expectations.
Yeah, so that was one of the highlights of my career. Yeah.
So but that today, one rental itself, yeah.
Right, yeah. Right. But today is not about me. We're going to talk about productivity coaching, right? And so I just want some participation from the listeners. Put in the chat box, right? We've put in the chat box why agents fail.
All right, so that would be the first questions, like why agent fail. Feel free for those of you who are joining us on the Zoom. So we encourage you to write it down for us so that we can see your response. And for those of you who are joining us on the Facebook Live or over on the LinkedIn, if you're hearing this live show, feel free just make a comment, and our admin will put it back to us so that we can hear what's your response like and what is the reason why agent fail. Yeah. While we're waiting for the response, do you have any more things that you add on?
Maybe you can have, I can have 2 or 3 from you. Why agents fail?
Why agent fails? I find that based on my experience in talking to agents almost on an every single day's basis, why agent fails, like I think number one, agent don't know what they want. Because you don't know what you want or how much money do you want to make, you don't have a clear goal. Hence, it's tough. There is no measurable to say that, hey, am I making it? Am I progressing? How much money do I actually need in that particular year? I think that's one thing I experienced with majority of the agents, that they feel because their mind are not ready for success.
Yeah. So one of the things that I do when I do the onboarding of my productivity coaching program is to get them to set their goals. Yeah, so that there'll be a direction from day one itself. Yeah, you got to find. Let me share a bit of.
We have some of the responses that come back, right? Because they fail to plan. they have a lack of informations and the lack of coaching guidance. So these are few conversations that actually are flowing back to us.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe while the rest are still typing, let me share with you how Kelly Williams come about with this productivity coaching. Before productivity coaching, they have this mentoring program. And even with the mentoring program, they found that 78% of the agents drop out within 2 years.
78% of the agents drop out within the first 2 years of their career.
Yeah, within the first 2 years.
Why is that so?
Why is that so? That figure reminds me of a saying that, or rather a study that found out that new startup companies fail within 2 years.
Yeah, majority fail.
Yeah, right. So agents are like that, because they are not employee, but they are business owners.
Yeah, I think it's very important that one point you want to stress over here. So when you are a real estate agent, you are technically starting your own business. You are an entrepreneur yourself, right? Yeah.
Right. And so I like to say we are not building agents, but we are building entrepreneurs. We are building business owners.
We are building business owners. We are building entrepreneurs. So it's a very good statement that we want to make over here. And we have another feedback that comes back and says, no clear goal setting, not disciplined enough, and no mentor.
Yeah.
Right. So that makes what the agents fail.
Yeah. So when we talk about being business owners and being entrepreneur, that changes the mindset, right? And so it involves a mindset as well. What kind of mindset do you have in doing this business? And so one of the reasons why agents fail, mindset. And through my experience and my observation, many agents come into the industry still with an employee mindset.
With the employee mindset. So with the mindset that someone needs to tell me what to do.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's how they behave as an employee. And so they are waiting for someone to tell them what to do on a daily basis, giving them instructions. And suddenly, when they are on their own, being a solo agent, being an entrepreneur, being a business owner, some of them are lost.
Yeah, they're lost. Like, I got so much time now. I don't know what to do. And they're waiting, say, hey, what do I do next? Yeah.
So there are so many reasons why agents fail. And those things that are mentioned in the chat box, I agree with you. So that means to say, there are so many reasons an agent can fail, but of course, not everything is applicable to one person, right? Every other person will fail because of some of the reasons mentioned, right? And so for me, the story behind productivity coaching under Kelly Williams, I just mentioned just now. So they found that because agents fail within the 2 years, it's just like starting on all these new startup companies, they fail within 2 years, right? 80% of them fail within 2 years. And so that's why I think Gary Keller come up with this model and system, so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel like any other startup companies where the risk of failing is much higher.
Yeah, it's much higher when they are alone. No, that's the reason why you can see a lot of initiative from the governments from every single country is where they have this startup grant. So where they have this startup community. So they have this startup incubator. Right? I find that this startup incubator is where the community is where the coaching, the mentoring, that everybody come in to do it. And I strongly believe, starting a business as a real estate agent is strongly needed a community, and a community that encourage you to grow to the next level.
Correct, right. So that's why we also, besides in the productivity coaching, part of the productivity coaching program also has group coaching, where you start you have a community and you grow together as a community with objective of growing the business.
And we are very clear over here, we are not talking about any form of coaching. Right, and we are very specific. Okay, we talk about productivity coaching. Correct. Could you share with us why is it so specific? Like what this coaching that we talk about specialize on?
Okay, so productivity coaching is also like what some of the terms that you may come across, like performance coaching. And so the sessions that you have in productivity coaching is results oriented, right? Goal-oriented, and holding you accountable and working together with you as a partner and growing together with you.
very clear towards the outcome, which is on the productivity, which means your performance, your productions, your transactions, your earnings, your income.
Yeah. Talking about productivity, some may say, just productivity only, you know, not a problem. I know what to do. I just go on and do it. But there are a lot of challenges, especially when you're new in the industry. There are few aspects of the area that you need to look into, which let me cover them one by one. Right? I'm not sure whether this is mentioned in the chat box. The habits.
The habits.
I don't think it's mentioned in the chat box.
It's not directly mentioned.
So the habits that you need to build for your business is very important. It's like what you need to do on a daily, weekly, or even monthly basis.
So you're talking about the habits of like the first thing first, right? For a successful agent to be in the industry. So first thing is your habit.
Yeah.
Right. First thing to look into. Yeah. The habit. Yeah.
The habit of practicing 80-20, the habit of reaching self-mastery. Right, the habit of practices and role play. So those are things that you need to inculcate and put into your business system.
So what are the top 3 habits you think as real estate agents ourselves that we need to master? Top 3.
Well, one of the things that in our productivity coaching is to coach you into the model and the systems of Keller Williams.
To practice, the first habit is.
And so the first one will be lead generation.
The first habit is lead gen.
Yeah. So I just had one session with one of my coaching clients, and after showing her the what do you call the CGI, the Career Growth Initiative calculator, after I finished explaining, the moment I asked her what's your aha, that means lead generation is very important.
Yeah. So we are always in. We are in the business of lead gen. So we are in the business of ensuring that if we don't have leads, if we don't have the business.
Yeah. So those are one of those kind of habits that you need to develop.
Okay, first one, lead gen habit of lead gen. What is the second and third habit that you think?
Second habit of lead gen is building your database.
Continue to build the database.
Why? You want to build through the database. You want to build that relationship with your clients.
Yeah, and we talk a lot about this, and I believe like Keller Williams, we're very big in terms of prospecting. We're very big in terms of growing your database, and that should be the first place. Our mobile phone, we probably right now you can check your mobile phones. Right? How many contacts do you actually have, and how many of those contacts know that you are actually a real estate agent and know that you are actually in the business? Yeah.
Then the other one will be like we shared before in Winning Mondays. Winning your buyers, winning your sellers, right? Doing your consultations.
The habits of practicing.
Correct.
And going to the market and continue to do it. So I just summarize it like the top 3 habits real estate agents should and need to master. Number 1 is the lead generations. Continue to make sure that you have continuous inflows of leads. Second habit is to make sure that you nurture the relationship that you already have with the people that you know that can potentially do business with you. And the third one would be ensuring that what would be the third one? Ensuring that
winning your buyers and sellers, doing your consultation.
Yeah, continue to practice and continue to go out to do it. With all the planning without the actions of doing it, getting the appointments, 3 appointments a day or 2 appointments, and ensuring that you have the appointments to go and see your customers.
Yeah, on paper it all looks very easy. Yeah, just listening to you, so easy. But the challenge is sometimes the execution is not there. Why the execution is not there? Many reasons, right? We'll go through them one by one.
Yeah,
one of it through my experience is that limiting belief. Something that's holding them back, something that makes them procrastinate, something that makes them hesitate in executing whatever plans they have. So those are limiting beliefs. Unfortunately, most agents are not aware of their limiting beliefs.
Not aware of their limiting belief.
Why? Because nobody points it out to them. It's hidden in their subconscious.
I thought the limiting belief is very obvious. No?
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
Based on my conversation with most of agents, especially the new agents, right? The limiting belief number 1 is like, I can't generate leads.
It is obvious to you, but not obvious to them as an agent.
Not obvious to them as an agent.
That's why you are able to see it, and therefore you can point it out to them. And that's the kind of experience I have with the agents.
Okay, all right.
And so that's why you need to have someone to ask you the right questions and then help you to discover what's your limiting beliefs.
Yeah, having someone to have that conversations and to point out, hey, why are we not achieving the goal or the income that we have set for the year? Then from those conversations, we know that, okay, those are my limiting belief that I actually have.
Yeah. So the other thing that most agents will have and would not know or aware of it is that they are not being purposeful.
Not being purposeful.
Yeah.
Can you expound a little bit on that?
And so a lot of agents go into the business, like I said, they are entrepreneurs, right? Which is good. You got in the right mindset. But sometimes being entrepreneur means doing the things that they are good at, doing the things that they like.
And being comfortable with it.
And being comfortable.
But that's these sayings, right? I need to build on my strength. So these are the things that I'm good at. I will continue to do. But what's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that as a start.
Okay, all right.
As a start. Okay, an example. Okay, why a baker wants to start a bakery?
Because he loves to bake.
Exactly. He loves to bake.
Yeah.
And that's what he's good at.
Yeah.
And that's what he likes.
Yeah.
And so he goes into the business.
That's where the problem lies.
Doing what he likes, doing what he's good at. Right? But the question then is, if you're doing what you are good at, of course, the results will come, you will close deals. But the question then is, would that be enough for you to reach your goal?
Not enough. Because the moment then, like someone who loves to bake, go into the business, it's different things altogether. Because when you're in the business, you will then need to master many other skills. You need to start to have a sales skill, people management, marketing skills, like finance, and many more other things that like something that the baker don't like to do.
Exactly.
Similar to the real estate agents. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why they have to be more purposeful instead of just being entrepreneur.
How would one what are some of the practical steps for one to be more purposeful in the real estate?
So you need to know what's your weekly and monthly goal, so that you will be able to reach that or hit those goals every month and every week, so that eventually you will hit your year-end goal.
Not do what you like to do, but do what you need to do.
Do what you need to do. Correct. So you look at it, you build a system, you build your tools, you build your skills to do the things that you need to do.
And do you believe that
and the habits?
Every agent, if they go through the process and the steps and the coaching that we lay out for them, that they're like that the chances are very high that this agent is going to achieve the goal and the success.
Yeah, because they will, by doing all this, they are bringing their business into the next level.
Yeah, and it brings a lot more clarity in the business as well at the same time.
So as you have more clarity, you're adding more skills, you're improving the systems, you should be getting the results.
Yeah, it's also science, right? So if also calculated risk. If you're saying that the business plan that we talk about, that's I think it's one of the episodes we talk about. They'll have your one-page business plan, have your one goal, 3 strategies, and 5 one goal, 3 priorities, and 5 strategies. Now, do we already have that for 2025? If you have not have your one-page business plan to get ready to gear up for 2025, now it's not too late. There are still 8 more days for you to get ready. Before we turn into the 1st of January.
Skip all your holidays and do your GPS.
And if you have a challenge on how to do a GPS, what you can do is you can comment GPS right now, and then and also put in your contacts, and we will reach out to you and have that conversation with you. I believe William is very happy to run through that GPS with you if you need someone to coach you on this.
Yeah, no problem. Just reach out.
Yeah.
The other thing is because why we do all this, we use tools like GPS and the CGI and all that, is to make our business more predictable.
Yeah, that's the keyword, to make our business more predictable.
Correct.
The more that you can predict, the more chances for you to achieve it.
Correct. So I used to ask agents, you have a goal? Yes, I have a goal. What do you think are your chances of achieving your goal? They will always respond with
50-50.
50-50 lah. with a bit of hard work, maybe 60%. With a bit of luck, then maybe 70%. I said 50-50. You are going into a business with the chances of 50-50. 50-50 is like what? No,
50%.
flipping a coin. 50-50 is like flipping a coin. If you ask Elon Musk to go into SpaceX and he thinks the chances of making it is 50-50, he will be calling you mad.
Yeah.
He's going to put billions of dollars into it, and chances of achieving it is 50-50. You might as well say that 50% and do something else.
Now you bring back the winning mindsets, right? So when we want to do something, like I once hear this, either you don't do it or you go all out, right?
Correct.
If you go all out to make sure that we will make it, and how to make it, it's not like whether we will make it or not. No, yeah, it's not if, it's when. When can we make it happen?
Yeah. And that's the mindset of top agents.
Yeah.
And if you want to be top agents, that should be your kind of mindset.
Yeah, if you want to farm that area, you want to be the area specialist in that particular area, so you need to have that winning mindset to say, hey, this is the area that I want to go in despite no experience and all that, with the proper coaching support systems and all, I would be able to do that.
Yeah. So there are 4 aspects of why agents fail on the broad aspects of it. One of it is the emotional aspects, which a lot of time we don't want to touch on. When we talk about business, we don't talk about the emotional part of it.
Like, what is emotional part of the business?
Very simple. Ego,
okay.
Emotional, right?
Yeah.
It is, but ego means, when their ego come into play in business, it's like, I can do it my way lah. I don't need to do any other way lah. Why Keller Williams got business models and system?
Why must that?
No need lah. I can do it my own lah. I can have my own models and systems.
Like you will see agents that we talk to, like, I've been doing this for so many years and I'm doing not bad. Yeah, but not bad is not what we want.
That's another emotion. Denial. That's another emotion. Denial. They think that they are doing well. They are achieving their goal.
They think they know it all.
I'm achieving my goal. I'm achieving my goal. That's how they approach their business.
Yeah, I think it's very important for us to also look at the number. Like we have this phrase that we say that know your number, know your business. So if we don't know our number, then we do not know how well we fare in this industry. Where is our benchmark on it? Of course, majority the people will benchmark the $1 million real estate achievement, right? If you're in the MIEA awards, I get benchmark of 1 million. But before we even talk about the benchmark of 1 million, like we need to have our first milestones, right? Any new agents when they come in, what should their first milestone be for any new agent?
I've got new agents. I ask them to set their goal.
Yeah, the first year goal usually.
So they set at 1 million.
First year?
Yeah.
How was it? Motivated?
I cannot say you are wrong.
Yeah, you can't say.
Right? Maybe he can do it.
Yeah.
He's looking down on them.
Yes.
Because as a coach, we always believe in our clients that they are designed for achievements to excel, given the right opportunity and the right environment. Right? They are also, I believe that they are intelligent and they are resourceful. That's one of our pillars of coaching. And so when they set 1 million, I said, maybe I can learn something from here. So I ran through the numbers.
Yeah.
And then when she go through the numbers, then she said, actually, that one, I was just playing around with it. Then
once they know the amount of work required for them to achieve the million,
yeah, immediately they see it, right? So of course, being new, some are very adventurous, some are very conservative in setting their goals, and so some are very moderate. And so they ask me, "What do you think?" I said, based on your big why. How you want to achieve it, and what's your timeline? You want to achieve now, or you want to achieve over a few years?
One thing great about this coaching is like when you ask the right questions, it helps us to think.
Correct.
Right. When we start to think, then we start to have rationalize and better the answer that we have put in, and we become more realistic. and more back to the reality. And one thing is, a big course is everything that go through my own mind. When you ask me the questions, I answered it by myself. You're not telling me, you're not advising me what to do and all. You're just helping me to have that realizations myself and reach that goal. And I have the ownership of the goal that I have set.
Correct. So I like the point that you say. I asked the questions. I asked the right questions, and that's I got one story to tell you about this asking the right questions. One guy I met in one of the seminar. I said I can give a free 1 hour session, coaching session, and so he signed up for it. He's from another. He was from another agency.
Yeah,
and so signed up for it, and then we make an arrangement. We set a date. First time he couldn't make it, so we changed. The second time he couldn't make it. Then the third time I called him. Are you going to make it? He said, "Oh, since you already called, actually, I'm not free." He was really not free because that was like immediately after MCO, and the house was in a mess, and so he had some contractor doing some repair work and some contractor doing his aircon and all that. So he was on his handphone with me over Zoom, and he said, "Okay, never mind, let's do it." And he was having a Zoom session with me, walking around the house.
Okay.
Because of the noise. So every time there's a noise, he will walk to another corner of the house
to check what's happening.
And no, the noise is from the
from
the work.
Okay, all right.
The renovation or the aircon guy. All that. So I can see that he's walking around. He at one time he'll be in the living room. Then next time he'll be near a window. Then the next time he'll be at the balcony. But all the while talking to me. So, but this guy very ambitious. He has a lot of things that he wants to do, and so he has a lot of ideas, and so I keep asking those questions. After asking those questions, at the end of the session, which I always ask, "What's your aha?" And he says, "Now talking to you, I'm now very clear." And he asked me back, "Is this what coaching is all about?" I said, "Part of it."
Yeah. Okay.
So he says now he's very clear. Why? Because I had perspective. And so I see where he's going. I see how these components are going to help him or form it up all together. But he was very confused. He got this idea, that idea, he want to do this, he got this, he got skills, he got knowledge, but don't know how to put them together.
The ability to put things together is also a skill set, right? Yeah.
Right. And so because I had perspective from my experience, years of experience, I could see where he's coming from. So I asked the right question and lead him. And from there, he started to piece it out all together and said, "Oh, now I'm very clear." And so that's part of it. But, helping you to piece all the things together, just by me asking the right questions.
Yeah, to have the clarity. I think sometimes that we are all stuck in the situations where we are. It's not just because we are comfortable, we are in the comfort zone, but there are times also that we don't know what we don't. We don't know what we don't know. We don't know what we also want, and how to even achieve that, right? I think that productive, having a coaching session with the right coach is important. Yeah, super important. To even just gain that clarity itself, right? You make it. Yeah, that's the first step.
So that's the emotional aspects of the reasons why agents fail. Emotional aspects of it. The mental aspects of it is, of course, we talk about limiting belief. Something that a lot of agents don't realize, or rather, a lot of people don't realize. They have limiting beliefs. Why people have limiting beliefs is very natural. I have limiting beliefs.
All of us have, right? If we say we don't have, we are living in
alone.
Denial.
Correct. Living in denial, correct.
Yeah.
And so even a top agent has to make sure on a daily basis that they are not being held back by limiting belief.
Yeah.
And so that's the mental aspects of it. Why we have limiting belief? Very simple. Because who are the people that influence us the most? One, our teachers. Your lecturers, your teachers. Two, our parents.
Okay.
But of course, our parents sometimes has good influence on us, but sometimes even out of good intention has bad influence on us. And the people around us.
Yeah.
Who are you hanging out with most of the time? Or the 5 people that you're hanging out with most of the time. These are the people that have influences in your life. But unfortunately, sometimes they have negative influences. And let me give you an example. Years ago, I got one guy who joined us when he reached 50. And when he tell all his friends that he's doing real estate, all his friends will ask him, "Are you sure? Is this the right market? Can you do it at your age?"
With no experience?
All these things will come out.
Yeah.
But of course, they're all with good intention. They are worried that he may not be able to make it. So that's why they mention and make these kind of comments. But it has influence on him, right?
Yes.
It will create a limiting belief.
Doubt and rethink again. I think it's like quite true though.
So good for him that he came, share with me on all this. Then I asked him, just look around. There are opportunities out there, just waiting for you to go and take those opportunities.
Oh, I love this. The opportunities out there, just waiting for you.
And because of this statement that I made, he became Rookie of the Year.
Wow. Yeah.
So he ignored whatever that his friends made, or whatever statements that his friends made, and hold on to the statement that I made and pursue.
Can you imagine that he didn't talk to you? What would happen? He will continue to live in the state of mind, believing that he cannot make it because of the so-called concerned friend.
Correct.
Care for you.
Correct.
And sometimes this can be, do good but bring harm.
Correct. So talk to the right people.
Yeah, talk to the right people.
Yeah.
And what you just mentioned just now, right? The environment that we are in, the book that we read, will shape who we are in the next 5 to 10 years. And there's this one book that's in front of you called The One Things, right? I think these productivity coachings, like when you read The One Thing, that they actually tell you that, what is the one thing that you ought to do so that the rest of the other things are no longer relevant.
Yeah.
So we ought to find what is the main thing and do the main things that the 20% of the work that we do that bring 80% of the result. Is so important to identify and do it well. Yeah. And if you have not been reading this book, or you have not get a hold of this book, please make sure that you get this book. If you want to get this book from us, you can just comment one thing over the comments. Our admins will reach out to you how you can actually get hold of this book. Yeah.
Right. So we have covered the emotional aspects of it. There are many things that are under that main broad topic. Then the mental aspects, and then of course the third one is the skill aspects of the business.
So tell us about it.
Yeah, you need to develop the skills. So for us, it's very simple. We talk about what is important: lead generation.
Yeah.
So it's lead generation skills, right? The skills that you need to acquire. A good thing is that skills can be acquired. Yeah, you can be natural, it can be acquired, but most of the time, if you are new in the industry, it can be acquired. And so all you have to do is just attend a training, watch through the training videos that we have, right? By the way, I'm not sure whether our own people know that we have video on demand training. In Command.
Within the Command, if you log into your Commands, the platform, the systems, right? And then there's first tab is on Command, second tab is on Connects, right? You click on Connect, there's a huge libraries of training that you can learn at your own pace.
Correct.
Right? If you want, you can come to the Market Center to have the live training, and you can have a coaching directly, make an appointment with your productivity coach at the same time. Yeah.
So besides the video on demand training, we have live sessions here in the Market Center itself every week. So just look out for it and come for the training. So training, the skills can be acquired. You just need to attend the training, practice, or do role play, or find someone to do role play. Right? That's something that you need to have. But unfortunately, sometimes agents don't realize that they don't have those kind of skills. So it is very important for you to know, and I got the opportunity to point out to them what are the skills that they need to, what kind of training they need to go to. And
one more thing I want to stress on the training that we provide, right? Many organizations provide trainings and they claim, we have this training and that training. But one thing I see the past 3 years that I personally study the training given by Keller Williams, the main difference is like, they have a very clear step-by-step. They have the playbook, not just they have like the trainer come and can say it, right? And the training itself, right? Like 10 different trainers, they will say the same set of things in the training because of the structure that's been given. and every single step. And also there's a workbook for the trainee when they come for the training. And there's a follow through methods how to achieve it at the same time. So it's a very comprehensive ecosystem in terms of ensuring that we gain the most through our training.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. That is because Keller Williams believes in training and education.
Yeah.
So I'd like to quote Gary Keller. He says, we are a training and education company who happens to be in real estate.
In the real estate, yeah.
So you can imagine what kind of emphasis he's putting on in training and education. That's why he came out with Keller Williams University.
Yeah.
They are the ones that come out with the training material.
Yeah, and the faculty inside there is like, it's just amazing the amount of materials. You know, there are times like when I just recruited a new agent who actually joined in. No, this is not a new agency, actually an agent from that agency. And he's been like thinking that, hey, you know, like of course we do the need analysis, and then I share with him what kind of training. Then the moment I open up the drive to show the amount of training that we have and the connect the library, immediately he buy in. He said, wow, I've not even seen this before. I can learn at my own pace. I can have a coach, and then at the same time that I can attend this training. And most importantly, there are materials for me. And I think nowadays a lot of people like to read it on their own. They don't want people to just come and just impart this training, but they want to learn at their own pace.
All right. Self-learning is one of the new trend among the younger generations. Yeah. So that's the skills aspects of the business, which causes the failure of a lot of agents.
Yeah, we talk a lot about the limiting belief, the why agents fails, right? So what are some of the things that we have, practically help the agents to be successful, right? In your productivity coaching, right? Now we have laid out the things that Hazel, I think coaching is important. How important is it for one to be part of a system, a success system that we talk about?
Correct.
So how could you help them?
Well, I help them on a weekly, monthly basis. Yeah, it's a journey. So success is a journey itself. You can set your goal, but that's not the end of the story. The execution that comes is more important. Right? I can plan, I can draw up a GPS, one-page GPS in 1 hour. But
compared to I try to figure it by myself until next year, so I don't have.
But that's just the start of it. The next most difficult part is the execution.
Okay, we back forward a little bit. It's like, who did this coaching? Is it only for new agent? I'm an experienced agent listening right now. Do I even need your coaching?
Well, if that's a very egoistic question, then you answer yourself. I don't know how to answer for you.
So tell me, like, who need coaching?
But every top agent would want to have this kind of system. They would want people to hold them accountable. They would want someone to interact with on a weekly, monthly basis on their progress and see if they are executing the right thing, doing the right thing. Yeah. So all top agents will want this.
Yeah, or I think it's like almost every one of us, if you want to achieve the next level of productivities where we want to go, right? We definitely need a coach with us.
Yeah. So the coaching program is a tool itself. It's a tool itself to help you progress.
And I've done my research, right? So if you talk about if you're listening, you are a top performing agents, and I want to tell you that coachings, right, in sports, all of us know about sports, right? I did the research on sports, right? People as good as Cristiano Ronaldo, Usain Bolt, Michael Phelps, LeBron James, and Serena Williams. So these are all the top performers at their own space in their own sports, right? And I perceive, right, like how they actually increase their productivities, right, is like through this. No, Cristiano Ronaldo, like himself, that increased 19.6% under the coachings of Sir Alex Ferguson, right, in terms of the way that he improved his goal scoring. And Usain Bolt reduced 100-meter time by 2.74% through his coach, Glenn Mills. And Michael Phelps improved 200-meter freestyle time by 2.02%. with Bob Bowman. Why the percentage is 2 point somethings and no, because they are already at top. Even at top performers right now, be able to encourage, get a coach, because you think you can make 1 million this year. By having a coach, you would potentially make 1.5 and 2 million in the coming year. So it's so important to have a peak productivity coach be with you. Yeah.
So the program will be able to help you to increase your sales, increase the number of transactions, and to be able to reach out to a higher level, you need to improve on the systems and your skills, and your what do you call your habits. Yeah, something we've been talking about.
Yeah, assuming that today that I know I have a limiting belief. I know that I want to grow my productivity to the next level, and I know, yes, I hear you. I need a coach. I need a coaching system, and I believe that you have, or Keller Williams have, a good productivity coaching program. So can you tell us a little bit more about this program and how this will help an agents achieving the success that they need?
Okay, so in our flagship, we have this system where if you are new if you are a new agent, you just join us. If you are not under any division, any platform, or any other team leader, then you come under my program, my productivity coaching program, and where I will help you do your planning, build up the systems, and build up your business along the way. So I will meet up with you physically for the first few sessions, and then after that, weekly online sessions.
So the first thing is that if I'm a new agent, or even if I'm an experienced agent, if I want to have a coaching, so the first thing is like you will, after I sign up with your coaching, I'm going to review physically for the first few sessions. So what do we do?
The first few sessions, the first session, I will explain what is productivity coaching, what kind of format you're going to be, what am I expecting from you, and what are you expecting from me as your
So have a very clear expectations layout. Yeah.
Very clear expectations. And after that, I will ask you, what's your goal?
Most important question.
Most important question.
Yeah.
And then your big why. Why are you in real estate?
Not only how much you want to make, but your big why.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Big why is the motivation behind the pushing, the factor behind the driving factor.
Have you encountered sessions where when they share their big why, then they cry because it's so emotional? It's like, yeah, I need to make it because of whatever reason.
Well, most of these sessions, these onboarding sessions, are in group sessions. Yeah, so may not get into this kind of
the emotions.
That aspects yet. Maybe later on down the road, when I have one-on-one sessions with them.
Yeah, I find that the big why is the key motivator for one to grow to the next level. Yeah. So if you are listening right now and I want to challenge every one of us, including myself, to think what is the big why of why we do what we do. Once we have that strong motivation reason, and the moment that we are down and we feel like we are failure, then go back and look at the drawing board. That's the big why. And ask ourselves again: is it still worth pursuing and continue the journey? Yeah.
Right question. Talking about that reminds me of one experience that I had. One agent that I was coaching, a lady, after months of sessions with her, one day she came, she expressed herself and talking about her performance and all that, and she started to cry. So I was thinking, my first experience. She started to cry, and I realized then she was sharing and talking and all that, and then I realized she couldn't take the pressure. Yeah. And so she started to say, I can't take your sessions anymore. Not that my session is bad, not that I'm bad, but just that she can't take the pressure anymore.
Because you have actually helped her to understand better the situations that you actually are facing. Yeah.
Yes. And so and that reminds me of a lot of agents when they are in this coaching program. When they can't make it, they blame the coach. Yeah, the coach is no good. Sure. Yeah. But who's executing the business?
Yeah, who is executing
Yeah.
the business?
So of course, losers will find excuses and
mm.
blames.
Yeah. You can either have look for excuse or look for solutions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course, the skills part of it. Okay, now the other one, the fifth one is the strategic and competitiveness part of the business. So a lot of agents come into the business thinking that I just do what I'm good at, and then I'll get the results.
Okay.
But they are not looking at the bigger picture. They are not looking at the broader aspects. They are not looking at the strategic part of it. They are only looking at one part of the business. And so a lot of agents get caught into closing the sale, closing the sale, closing the sale. Nothing wrong with that. But if it is too biased on one side of the business, then you're neglecting the other part of the business.
Yeah, the entire life, the journey of a real estate agents is lead gen, follow up, and also transactions.
Yeah.
Once you have to look into every single process of it.
Yeah. So in the strategic part of the business, one of the things that they all tend to overlook is time management.
Yeah.
Time management, because they don't have a calendar. They don't have a specific start time and finish time of the day. They don't have a typical working calendar.
Yeah, successful agents are still the amount of hours that's put in is also important. No? Like you say, the start time. But when is the time that I actually start my day? When is the time that I want to end my days? Like they clock in the number of hours that they put into.
Yeah, because very simple. Your work rate and your work ethics can hold water if you put it to an employer. If you work that way as an employee, will your employer fire you?
It won't. You love you more.
In US, they have studied agents, and they found out that agents spend only about 3 or 4 hours to do the business on a daily basis.
That's not enough.
Of course, that's not enough. When you are an employee, you work how many hours? You work 8 hours, you work 10 hours.
You're talking about 40 hours a week.
Yeah. And so when you become an agent, you are the boss, you should be working much harder.
Yeah.
Much more time into it. But I'm not talking about, I'm not telling you that you must work extra hours and all that, but put in enough hours to get the results.
Yeah. Even if we have the consistency of making 40 hours a week in that business, then we'll know that, hey, that we put in the effort and we have a fight. We have a good fight.
Yeah.
In that amount of time that we have been given to us.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a good point, because if your competitors are not putting enough time, hey, you're already winning.
Yeah.
By putting more time into it, you're already winning. Yeah,
I have agents who tell me that, hey, most agents don't work during holidays. I work during holidays. No, they don't work during Chinese New Year. I work during Chinese New Year. And this is the kind of mindset and attitude of winning agents.
One very good example that I come across very frequently, which is very bad practice by agents, is that you know how they get the listings? They call the owner. Even if it is a referral, they'll call the Mr. Seller. You want to sell your house, is it? My friend say you want to sell your house. Can you send me the photos? And that's how they got the listings. They don't see the seller. They don't do consultation.
They don't check the place.
They don't check the place. They don't go and inspect the house. They don't even know the neighborhood.
We got to love what we do. I think that's so important, right?
We sometimes when they say that, I love what I do.
We love the party part, but not the work.
I only love what I want to do for the business. So when you talk about time management and putting in the effort, you need to really be very professional, very purposeful with it.
Yeah, I find that agents who humble themselves and want to unlearn what they know and relearn make it way more faster than anyone else.
Yeah.
Okay, it's great. I think we will stop here for announcements, and later we'll come back and ask you and tell us more. How can one take part in your productivity coaching? What does it look like, and how can we sign up for your training? So let's bring in the announcement. All right, the first announcement that we have for this week, that's that will be today, 23rd of December. This will be our last the Millions Realtor talk. It will happen tonight, 8 p.m. We have many people have actually signed up for this program. So for those of you who are listening, like if you want to explore how you can make it in the real estate industry, whether you are experienced agents or a new one, not having any experience in the industry, we want to invite you to come on these Zoom sessions. Now, there will be a link that will be posted on the chat group and also in our Facebook Live. Click on the link and then sign up, then you will get the invitations for tonight, 8 p.m. They will be the last sessions of the year. I want to encourage all our agents to bring your potentials prospect to be in the Zoom sessions as well. Next. All right, the Millions Dollar Realtor program by Mr. Colin Tan will happen on the 7th to 8th and 14th and 15th January. So if you are still considering to sign up for this program, so we want to encourage you to strongly sign this up. And a lot of people have registered and put it in. If you are not a KW Malaysia agents and would like to join this program, there's a link for you to indicate your interest, and then we'll reach out to you on how you can sign up for this at the same time as well. Yeah. Next. All right. So on the 22nd of January, we talk about 2025 now. Right, we will have a performance coaching, mastering productivity and maximizing your result. A lot of things that we talk about today that you also be learning on how you can become a productivity coach, and even when you become a coach, and how you could coach someone to also maximize the result. If you are leading a team, if you are leading an agency, this will be a great program for you. And this is for the PA and REA, and you will get 5 CPD hours for this. Yeah. You can scan the QR code to sign up. And Ignite 2.0 is going to happen on the 17th to 21st of February. A lot of things that William talked about, any new agents will come in. This will be the five fundamental days for you to achieve your success. 5 days, full day trainings from 17th to 21st of February. Yeah, the link will be there for you to sign up as well. Next. All right, that's all for the announcements for this week before we end 2024. Yeah, 2 more weeks. Wait, 1 more week to end 2024. It's actually, in fact, it's only 8 more days for us to go. Okay, now we're back to our Coach William. Now share with us your productivity coaching program and how one can be benefited and sign up for it.
Well, one of our objectives of PC is to get agents to productivity and profitability fast with the accountability and support, leading you to the KW models and systems.
Yeah, right? We talk about productivity and profitability.
Correct.
Fast. Oh, that's the keyword.
Correct.
So productivity coaching is about getting you into productivity and profitability fast through accountability and support. Wow. Yeah. That's the keyword I need. Anyone need to know this program?
Yeah. So some will ask, how fast?
Yeah. How fast?
Depend on you.
Yeah. How fast can you run?
Not me. Depends on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. The other one is, of course, we want to coach you into the model and the systems of KW, following the MIA model, the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. It was written by Gary Keller.
Yeah. The model, and the good things about Keller Williams, everything is documented. Because I have a good documentations, things can be duplicated. Right. Things can scale to the next level. Yeah.
So before we end, I would like to do a more fair, make offers for immediate response. Okay, for those of you who are listening right now, right, it's so important for you to listen carefully what William got to offer. All right, come, bring it on. All right, I will give away 3 free sessions to 3 agents who are the first one to put in their name and their telephone number or their email into the chat box. The first 3 will get 1 hour free session. They will get 3 free sessions per person. One free sessions per person. I will give away to 3 of them. Okay, the first 3 persons who actually comment or put in their name, put in the name, email, or handphone number. Anyone? No, applicable to you, Francis.
The one who comment their name, email.
Yeah. Name and email.
Name and emails, right? William will reach out, and at the same time, that this is the valuable sessions for you to get ready to kickstart your 2025. Yeah.
Right. So another one will be who can answer this question will get 1 hour free session. All right. The question is, before Keller Williams started with this productivity coaching program, what kind of program were they doing or were they conducting?
All right. Repeat the questions again.
Before Keller Williams implemented this productivity coaching program, what kind of program were they using or doing to help agents?
Yeah, if you have been listening attentively at the beginning of the show, you would have the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. That start with P, right? Okay, all right. So that's the two offer that you have for our guests today, yeah?
Right. So let me see who has responded.
Yeah, we will also see from the online as well, right? All right, so one last word, William, from you. One last word for those who are listening today. One last word. What would that be? The advice that you're going to give it to our audience as we end 2024. We want to end with a coaching program. This is something that we believe so much in us. It's the
well,
DNA.
Gary, I like to quote Gary Keller. In case he always like to say, "No man is an island."
No man is an island.
Real estate is a contact sport. It's a team sport. Not real estate is a team sport. So don't try to do it alone. Don't try to do on your own. But reach out to a community, to a group, or to a coach.
Yeah, reach out. Yeah, you're not alone, right? Don't never do it by yourself. No, this journey can be lonely if you want to do it alone. But we have a community to support you, and we have a coach ready to coach you as long as you're willing. Yeah. And I also want to add on to like some of the statistics I've done a lot of research on is to say this, right? This research says that real estate coaching can change your game. No, it's a proven way to increase productivity and income and also profitability, like what William has mentioned. Productivity isn't about working hard, it's about working smarter. No, real estate coaching is the best tool for boosting agents' performance and sales. Now, here are some of the statistics, what it says, right? A coach agent see a 73% increase in their performance with more deals closed and bigger commissions. An agent that are coached have 53% less time on non-productive tasks. They focus on the high-impact activities and get more done in less time. The third statistics says, agents that are coached achieve 23% average income increase. They will achieve better financial stability and higher returns on investments. And the fourth statistic says 22% of increased productivity. They are able to set higher and achieve their goal, and they're able to prioritize their tasks effectively for agents that are the coach. And the fifth statistics says that 90% report more listings and clients and able to grow their business and build a stronger network for agents that are coached. And the last statistics that I've researched is like agents that are coached achieve 90% of the agents that are coached see at least 10% growth, and many exceed 25% growth and success within their first year. So I've done many research in the past as I prepare for this show, and I strongly believe that's the power of real estate coaching. And I hope that all of those who are listening today, and if you're listening on the recordings later, that you will enjoy what we bring to you all these years through Winning Mondays. Thank you, William. Thank you so much for joining us in today's show. Thank you so much. Let's give an appreciation to William. You can put in your chat. Appreciate him for the time given to coach new agents. Now, every new agents that I brought into the market, it's like, this is the coach. A lot of people ask me, who is the coach? Who is the coach? No, this is the coach that I'm going to introduce you, and you're going to be a coach under William. And I strongly believe that his method, the way that the system that he laid out to you, we're going to help you to achieve a greater level in terms of preparing for 2025. All right, thank you so much. And before we end, today I have a great announcements for all of you. We started Winning Mondays on the 18th of January 2021. That was 3.5 years ago. Every Monday without fail, right? Except for public holidays and some of the time that we are off. That's we have like a guess. Put in the chat and guess how many from the 18th of January 2021 till now, including today's sessions. How many sessions have you run Winning Mondays? The one who gets this correctly, we're gonna get one free book. We're gonna get one free book, right? And this is like, we call it the Bible of the real estate in the industry. Now, if you can guess correct, put your number right now, right? So if you can guess how many sessions do you think that we have done so far? The one who get this correct will get this one free book. Oh, 150. What?
Someone's been paying attention.
Someone has been paying attention. And no, haven't even revealed the things, like interesting, like how the both of them got the answer. Yes. So let me share, and ta-da-da, yes. We want to thank all the audience, and for those of you watching online, joining the Zoom, whether you're KW's agents or not, we have achieved 100, and today is our 150th sessions. Today, yay! All right, and what I'm going to tell you is, like, in 2025, we're going to have more exciting. Winning Mondays format sessions. I'm looking forward to see is like in 2025 how we can bring in more values to our agents. And for those of you listening, like, thank you for all your supports. Join me, get ready. We will launch the new episodes of Winning Mondays by first quarter. We don't want to review the actual dates yet, but by first quarter of 2025, you will see the brand new show, and it's going to bring you more values, more excitements. With that, thank you so much. We continue to wish you a Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and a great Monday ahead. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Happy holiday. Yay!